Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the show. My name is Joe, and if you guys are new here, please don't forget to hit that notification bell so you won't miss any of my other videos, and also don't forget to hit subscribe. Okay, for today, you guys seem to like yung mga gantong videos, no? Nakakaaliw, which is really good. So, I'll start to create more of these for you guys, more mga sit down and talks. And if you guys have any more questions with any of my two videos that I've made a couple of weeks back, just let me know. And if you have any more suggestions on which video that I should make, comment down below. And yeah, let's start. Okay, so you guys might probably ask, paano nga ba ako napunta sa radyo? Paano ako napunta sa industriya ng radyo? Okay, I don't think I've ever really told this online kung paano ako naging radio DJ or radio announcer, but it's a really funny story. So if you guys want to know what I did or how I came here, stick around. Okay, so it was around third year college where I think at that time I still was defending pa yung thesis ko nito. I was with Pipa and Ira, my two best friends in college. And then I think I saw like an audition for School of Jocks online for Mellow 94.7. I think someone sent it to me. Someone sent it to me. I'm not sure if it was a relative or a friend of mine. I think it was Les. Not sure. Basta sinendan ako ng parang invite to join their auditions for Mellow 94.7. Yeah. And then, I was listening to the radio almost every day. I mean, I always do naman. But at that moment that I knew that I wanted to join and I wanted to audition in School of Jocks at that time, I was listening more and more to the radio and I wanted to know how they do it or like how more of how they get to talk on air, what they talk about more. I mean, like, it's different when you're just listening to the radio, but it's another story when you're like really dissecting every little thing that they say, every little thing that they do. So I tried to do that and would try to create mga simpleng scripts ko, my own scripts na how I would say or greet people on air, ganyan. Of course, at that time, I didn't know kung paano ko siya gagawin or how to do it. Basta ginagawa ko, like, I just mimic anyone that I hear on air at that time. So I started to do that until my audition for Mellow 94.7 came. And then at that time, again, I was defending my thesis, right? So at that day, kinausap ko si Ira tsaka si Pipa. And I told them na I have to really rush right after defending our thesis. And they were really nice enough naman to just, okay, sige. Basta parang I think that time, basta tapusin muna natin tong thesis defense na to and then we should go, ganyan. And then thesis defense went pretty great naman sa part ko. Like, hindi naman ako I didn't really dread that day much because I knew what our group had and knew what my group is made of. Tama ba? Basta yun. Parang alam ko naman na kakayanin namin. So, and then it got approved. And then right after noon, sabi ko kay Pipa and I, hey, congrats to us, but I really need to go. I really need to rush to this place. And take note that this audition place was in Makati at that time. And I was from Miriam. So, Quezon City to Makati at like 3 p.m., I think. Or mga 2 p.m. ba yun? It's not really a cool travel, you know what I mean? Kasi it's traffic. So I got there and I'm not so used to the Makati area. I don't know how that place is wired. So I got there. Medyo nagmamadali ako at that time because, well, obviously it's audition. So I really wanted to, to relax and go there and just sit down and try to meet new people. So when I got there, I was using Waze at that time. And sobrang stupid because I went into a one-way street and then I got my license confiscated. So I got my license confiscated and medyo nagkaroon pa ako ng away with the Makati officer at that time because I was so in a hurry and I was so like, oh, let's just get this over with, ganyan. Bakit mo kukunin yung license ko? I was like, so, is this even legit? Like, are you stealing my license because something like this, like that? So we got into a very heated argument and then he just took my license and then he ran away. Pero kinuha na niya, tapos di na niya binalik sa akin. And then That got resulted to a fine. I'll let you guys know kung magkano yung fine later on. So, eventually, sabi ko, how will I drive nang walang license? But then, okay, I still went there. Ano nang gagawin ko? I'm in Makati already, right? So, I went there. I went to, I forgot kung saan yun eh. So, it was in Center Stage Family KTV and Resto Bar in Makati. And I was very familiar with that place because my mom and my sister and I would used to frequent there. But I wasn't driving, so I don't know anything. Basta parang we would just visit there. So, I'm familiar with that place. So, medyo kalma ako because I kind of know the building. I know where it is. Ganyan. So, I met a lot of friends along the way who sadly did not pursue the program after. Ako na lang yung natira. So, when I got there, Ryan, if you're listening or if you're tuning in, Ryan was the Bibo president at that time. And also Percy was there, our vice president. They were really entertaining. They were asking, oh, saan ka? They were really entertaining and they would really, alam mo yung tipo kakausapin ka talaga nila kahit di ka nila kilala or something like that. That was very new to me. So, they had a sign up. They had like a form for a really short survey lang, ganyan, where, which show do I listen to, ganyan. And I remember writing down Carrots because they were the morning show at that time, and I said, nilagay ko, I was listening to Carrots, right? So anyway, naghihintay lang ako for my turn, and then when I got called, I entered into this room where some of the judges are. And I don't remember kung sino yung nasa room na yon, but all I remember was, I remember Kyle. I only remember Kyle. I don't remember much of anyone else. So I was staring at him and he would ask me questions na, which I don't remember now. But he gave me like all these cue cards to read. And then he gave me a mic, I think. Di ko na maalala, ang tagal na nito. So he gave me a mic and then I just read off from that cue card. So these cue cards, ang laman nito is yung mga commercials that we read on air. So, yung mga, ano ba? How do I say this? For example, Angel's Pizza, ganyan, kung ano yung promo nila, ganyan. So, those are cue cards. Pinaread niya sa akin yun. And then, that was basically it. I didn't know if I got in or what. I just, when they told me, okay na, I just went out. Nakipag-chikahan pa ako a little bit with some of the auditionees there. And then I went home without a driver's license. And then, a few weeks after, I need to get my driver's license, and the fine was 2,000 pesos. 2,000 pesos. A student, third year college. Where the hell am I gonna get that money? But hey, thank you so much to my parents for sponsoring me with all my F-ups. Thank you. But, I mean, I totally did not regret that. I mean, I do regret it because 2,000 pesos rin yun. But like, may napuntahan din yun because a few weeks later, I got in. So that's how my radio career started. So, ayun, when I got in, obviously, tuwan-tuwa ako, right? So, I got in and then I don't remember much of how the first orientation went, but I'm pretty near Paragon kasi at that time. So, magta-tricycle lang ako, ganyan, or sometimes magta-tricycle lang ako nun because it's at the other side of EDSA lang. So, I would go there, I'd go up. Di ko na maalala. Oh, I wish I could have remember how I got up and all these memories. Pero ang naalala ko lang nun, first orientation namin, we got seated in this area of the station. And then all of the auditionees are there. And I remember Yana being there. And we were trained a little bit na kung anong gagawin namin for, how do you say this? Yung mga training na, you're going to pick a word, tapos you have to stretch kung anong gusto mo sabihin with that word. It's a common practice for radio announcers to stretch on a particular word. Like, for example, itong remote na to, you have like a minute to talk about it or like 30 seconds to talk about it. Like, with this one, the remote. Ano nga ba sasabihin ko dito? Pwede ka magkwento. Like, for example, this remote, I remember like getting a Shopee ring light and this just came over and it was super cheap. So, ganun, parang kwento lang. It doesn't really need to be commercially. But anyway, I'm babbling. So, Ang daming orientation at that time. I think like dalawang orientation yata yun. And then we were scheduled to do our weekly trainings with our mentors at that time. I think I had like twice or thrice, 3 times na meeting and training rather. So Yana and I, with my partner at that time, we were assigned with DJ Kyle at that time, and it was such a fantastic time during that era. To be honest with you, I wasn't really that active during those times, during those years, because college, you get kind of really busy at that time. So it was a sad moment kasi sobrang bilis lang namin naging mentor si Kyle at that time. So Kyle left the station a few months rin yata after I was training with him. And then I got assigned to DJ Chris. So that's how I got into, the whole radio industry during my college years. Nagtuloy-tuloy lang yung training na yun. But to be honest with you guys, I don't remember much of it. Yun lang yung naalala ko. But some of you guys may ask, so how did my radio career started? I just sent a message to DJ Chris on Twitter. On Twitter pa yun. I slid his DMs on Twitter. I was talking to my partner that time, Les. Sabi ko sa kanya, nahihiya kasi ako. I don't know how to ask. And he was like, alam mo kung ako sa'yo, nagtanong na ako or nag-PM na ako or something like this. And at that moment, we were in the car. And then I realized, sabi ko nga naman, what's there to lose if I just ask, right? And then nag-reply siya sa akin. Sabi ko pa sa kanya, I wanna be like you. Sabi ko sa kanya, sobrang cliche. I just wanna be like you. Sabi ko sa kanya. And then, gave me a date for an interview with Mr. V, our station manager at that time. And then, ayun na, the rest is history. So, I basically was with 3 radio stations during my radio career. I was with Mellow 94.7, siguro mga 2016 yata or 2017 as the radio student program. 2017. And then I was with Mellow for a year. And then I switched to Jam 88.3. The video that I created like a year back. Click here if you want to watch it. Sa Jam ako nung time na yan. And then, right now, I'm with Q Radio 105.1. It's been an amazing journey. So, I think that's basically it, how I got into radio. The radio industry is such a small community. Like, everybody knows each other. Although we don't have, like, conventions. Like, some of the dancers that I know before, may mga events, may mga ganon na events sila that they would all come together. And it's not like that with the radio industry. Like, you may chance upon each other if, like, you're in that building or, I don't know, yun lang yung naisip ko. Or, like, siguro with events then, but it's not like radio events. Oh, because it's radio event, makikita kayo, no. It's more of like events, siguro hosting events or like PR events or like launching events, and that's about it. I think that's it. Yun lang. So if you guys have any more questions, I think yun lang naman naiisip ko eh. Yeah, I guess that's it. So if you guys have any more questions about the radio industry, the radio life, anything else, let me know. Just comment below. By the way, thank you so much, you guys, for helping me reach like 1.78,000 subscribers. I'm so happy. So help me reach 2K. Don't forget to hit that notification bell while you're at it so you won't miss any of my videos. And don't forget to hit subscribe. Did I just say forget? Forget. Thank you guys so much. Peace and love.